In today's video, I have NBA Saturday picks and preview for you all, my 4 favorite free plays on the board. Did a lot of hard work and research on these plays, and we're going to dive into some of the data and statistics to back up these plays and show you all why I love these 4 plays for Saturday. But before we dive into those plays, a couple things we need to take care of before we head into that. If you're watching this video, please leave a like. If we hit 10 or more likes on this video, I will give out a bonus play for Sunday's plays as well. So go ahead and like up the video, and please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. We are currently at 97 subscribers on this channel. We're 3 away from 100. Once we hit 100 subscribers, I'm doing something very special for you all. So go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed, because I believe 80%, 85% of you that watch my videos are not subscribed. It takes 2 seconds. Go click subscribe right on this video right now. Leave a like, comment if you want. Give me some feedback as well, okay? Once we hit 100 subscribers, I'm doing something very special for you all. So go do that. Now, let's quickly recap Friday's plays. Tough day, 1-3, not great at all. Cooper Flagg was 2 under his rebounds and assist line. He had a shot in the fourth quarter and just didn't quite get it done. Really unfortunate there. Jeremy Grant didn't even come close to his points and assist line, so that really sucked. Schroeder coming back probably to do something with that. And then Filipowski was 1 away from his points and assist line. Just brutal. He ended at 16, and the line was 16.5. But Anthony Edwards, who was my favorite play of the day, did go over his points plus rebounds line of 33.5, hit for 50 on that. Way over. I'm currently on a 16-4 run in my last favorite free plays. My last 20 favorite free plays, I'm 16-4. I'm on a crazy run. And if you guys want to tail my favorite free plays every single day, you can tail me on Novig, where you guys can spend $5 and get $50 bonus cash when you use my code TEACH10 to sign up. Novig just changed their sign-up offer as of recently. We all know they raised a ton of money a couple weeks ago. Now they're reinvesting that into their company with a better sign-up offer for new users. So if you have not already signed up to Novig, go take advantage of that. You spend $5, you get 50 bonus to play with. What I like about Novig is it doesn't operate like a daily fantasy sports like lineup book, where you have to place multiple plays in order to submit like a 3 or 4 man lineup or whatever. You can place straight bets on there. So if you want to tail my favorite plays of the day, you can do that on Novig. You don't have to place multiple plays in order to submit a lineup. So I really love that there. So go tail me on Novig, code TEACH10 to sign up. Next place is Chalkboard. You can get a ton of value betting on the NBA on Chalkboard. It's crazy. They're offering a free pick square and a 100% deposit match, good for up to $100. So you deposit $100 of your own, Chalkboard will give you $100 to play with as well. They also do daily drops where they hand out profit boosts like they are candy, give out free entries as well. It's insane how much value Chalkboard gives you. And we are taking another 2-man on Chalkboard tonight. I'm going to show that to you all later, so stick around for that. I'm going to show you why Chalkboard gives you a ton of value in other ways as well. Use my code TEACH10 to sign up to unlock all of those perks I just mentioned on Chalkboard. Links for Chalkboard and Novig will be in the description below of this video, so you can go sign up very quickly, nice and easy. Now, enough yapping. Let's get into these plays for Saturday, starting us off with, hold on here, got to reset. Starting us off with Alex Sarr, over 16.5 points plus rebounds. He's gone over this line of 16.5 in 9 of his last 10 games, averaging just over 25 points and rebounds. We know he's played in 3 games back since injury, gone over in 2 of those 3 games and his last 2 as well. A game where they got smoked by the Heat, and then a game where they lost to the Magic, but still found a way to get over this line against tough teams as of recent. So I also like with his minutes coming back. I mean, this is the game where he returned. You see, he missed a month. Came back against the Pelicans, played 17 minutes. Played against the Heat, played basically 20 minutes. And then last game against the Magic, played 23 minutes. So his minutes are slowly ramping up as he's getting more comfortable being back out on the court. He's actually gone over 17.5 points and rebounds in 17 of his last 19 games on the road, averaging 25.5 points plus rebounds. So that makes us feel really good. He's gone over the line that's currently set at in 17 of his last 19 on the road. Plays very well on the road. We all know the Wizards are a very bad team. They're going up against the Celtics, who are one of the best teams in the league. Number 1 in points allowed, number 6 in rebounds allowed. But at the center position, A little bit weaker, honestly. 15th in the league in points allowed, give up about 15.5 points per game, and 11th in the league in rebounds allowed, give up about 10 rebounds per game. This plays very well for our matchup with Alex Sarr against the Celtics, and expecting him to probably play a couple more minutes, maybe like 25 minutes if we're being realistic. Averaging really well before injury and still managing to do well after injury. His second game back after injury almost had 30 points against the Heat. So if that gives you any indication about how Alex Sarr is performing coming back from injury, he feels like he almost hasn't really skipped a beat other than like the first game that he came back off of injuries, where he's probably just like slightly out of shape from like missing a month. You just kind of catch your bearings a little bit. But other than that, we feel very good with a great matchup at the center position and how he's been trending recently as well, shooting about 49% on like 14 to 15 shot attempts in his last 10. Very good as well. So, and he got 12 rebound chances per game on average on his last 10 games. So love that there for Alex Sarr. Play number 2, it's Derek White over 22.5 points plus assists. White has gone over this line of 22.5 in 7 of his last 10 games, where he's averaging about 25.5 points plus assists, so 3 over the line that it's currently set at for us, and had a monster game his last game against the Spurs that he played in. He did miss the game against the Thunder with a knee injury, but he seems to be coming back tonight in tonight's matchup against the Wizards. A great spot for him to get right coming back off of an injury. We all know the Wizards, how bad they are. Second to last in both points and assists allowed in the league. So a lot of green here. The shooting guard position, 27th in points allowed and 29th in assists allowed. So second worst in terms of assists and fourth worst in terms of points, giving up 25 points per game and 6 assists per game as well. Plays very well right into our hands for Derek White to come back off injury and have a monster game back off of that. So, and then looking down here, he's actually hitting 5 of his last 6 as well if you narrow it down a little bit, and really 7 of his last 9 if you take out the game before that. Shooting 43% over his last 10, shot 50% in his last game against the Spurs on 22 attempts, which is crazy. Shooting 36% from 3 over his last 10 as well is not bad at all. We will take that. Averaging about almost 12.5 potential assists per game, which is crazy. Double-digit assist chances per game is nuts. Like, that's going to be huge for us. Huge for us. So I love this for Derek White to go over. Great matchup against the Wizards at his point at the shooting guard position, and how he's been trending recently as well. Even though he's coming off of injury, still love him in this spot here. So for play number 3, we have Desmond Bane over 26.5 points plus assists. This just might be my favorite play of the day, honestly. Desmond Bane over 26.5. He's hit this line in 8 of his last 10 games, averaging 30 points plus assists in his last 10. Actually hit in 4 straight games and 5 of his last 6 as well. Shooting about 55% over his last 10, going crazy. Shooting 43% from 3 as well. He has the hot hand. We are riding that. Picking up like 5 or 6 free throws per game as well. 9 potential assist chances over his last 10 games on average. So we love that they're playing like 35, 36 minutes per game, played 40 plus in his overtime game against the Wizards. So time is not a concern at all for us for Desmond Bane. Facing up against the Heat, who are 18th in the league in points allowed, 17th in the league in terms of assists allowed, but at the shooting guard position, much worse. They are much worse. 26th in the league in points allowed and 23rd in the league in assists allowed. They give up about 24 points per game and 5.5 assists per game to shooting guards. Again, another great spot where we got a ton of green at the position matchup. So we got a favorable position matchup and a player who's been hitting recently over his last 10. Players are shooting like about as well as anyone can really shoot over a 10-game span, if we're being honest. So a lot of green on the board here for this play for Desmond Bane. Now, for my 4th and final play, it's the King, LeBron James, over 23.5 points plus rebounds. LeBron's gone over this line of 23.5 in 7 of his last 10 games, where he's averaging 25.5 points plus rebounds, so about 2 over the line that's currently set at in this matchup against the Denver Nuggets, who are 18th in the league in points allowed and 8th in the league in rebounds allowed. So, at the small forward position, actually much worse at both. 26th in the league in terms of points allowed and 19th in the league in rebounds allowed. They give up about 18.5 points per game to small forwards and about 6 rebounds per game to them as well. So, again, another great matchup for us at this position group, and a guy who's been hitting recently over his last 10, actually hitting 4 of his last 5, and hitting his last game against the Bulls, coming off of a day of rest as well. That is huge for LeBron, especially because we all know how old he is, being one of the oldest players in the NBA, so that's going to be huge for him as well. But LeBron's actually shooting 52% over his last 10 games, 33% from 3 is not bad. Averaging a little over 9 rebound chances per game over his last 10. Not bad at all as well. Playing about 32, 33 minutes per game. Played at least 33 minutes in each of his last 3 games as well. So the minutes are there consistently for LeBron. That's not a concern for us. So, again, another great position matchup at the small forward position against their opponent. Players hit well recently over the last 10, shooting the ball very well. That's why we're rolling with LeBron in tonight's matchup. So, those are my 4 plays for this NBA Saturday. Let's quickly recap them, and I'll go over my chalkboard 2-man before we get on out of here. So, Alex Sarr over 60.5 points plus rebounds. Derek White over 22.5 points plus assists. Desmond Bane over 26.5 points plus assists. And LeBron James over 23.5 points plus rebounds. And then for chalkboard, for our 2-man, we're taking Derek White over 22.5 points plus assists and Desmond Bane over 26.5 points plus assists. So both guys are over their points plus assist line. And what you'll notice here is both these plays are offering a 1.8x payout. Combined into a 2-man, you're getting a 3.24x payout. And you might be saying, okay, why does that matter? Well, that 0.24, or basically a quarter of a percentage, goes a long way over the long run. You might think for like 1 2-man that you place, you're like, okay, that might not matter that much. But most other books where you go place a 2-man, for those of you that love placing 2-mans, you know you're probably just getting like a flat 3x rate, right? You'll get a 3x rate for 2-man, and then you'll get a 6x rate for a 3-man, and then you'll get a 10x rate for a 4-man, right? Not with Chalkboard. Chalkboard, you can get the same lines that you'll see on other books where you'll get a flat rate of 3 for a 2-man. This one, you're getting a whole quarter of a percentage of a point more. Over the long run, that is incredible. Any edge you can find in sports betting, you need to take advantage of, because we all know how tough it is and how there's always ups and downs in this industry. So you guys need to be getting on Chalkboard to take advantage of that. They give out so much free stuff as well. You guys need to get on the app. I'm not just saying it just to promote it. It is actually insanely valuable. Whole quarter of a percentage of a point you guys are missing out of, and you need to be getting on that. So those are my 2 plays for the Chalkboard 2-man. And then again, here are my 4 plays total for Saturday night. Lastly, if you guys are not signed up to Pikkit yet, please sign up to Pikkit. What Pikkit does is it syncs up all of your sports books, puts them all in one central location, so you can see your combined records and your combined balance all in one spot, so you're not juggling between all the different apps that you use to bet on sports to figure out how to stay organized. Pikkit does all of that for you. So they're actually paying new users $3 or $100 to sign up directly to their app. They will directly deposit that to your Venmo or PayPal. When you download the Pikkit app, use my promo code TEACH10 to sign up and sync up a sportsbook to their app that has at least 10 or more bets placed on it. You will see that deposit hit in your account. So go get on Pikkit. Link will be in the description below to sign up. Super easy there. That's all I have for Saturday night. Again, please like, comment, subscribe. Again, we are 3 subscribers away from 100. Once we hit 100, we are doing something very special for you all. That's all I have for today, and I will see you all tomorrow for Sunday picks.